Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here from CubeKing77.com, here to show off Android 5.0 Lollipop running on the Nexus 5. Oh wait, no, the Moto X second generation. As you can see, Motorola is doing a great job pushing out the Lollipop update and getting updates out very soon. Hopefully the Moto G sees it soon as well. Anyways, want to go ahead and I guess prove that I'm running Lollipop. As you can see with the material design overhaul, it's hard to not tell I'm running Lollipop. But let's go to About Phone. Android version 5.0, model number Moto X second generation. Quickly tap on it, I guess, and obviously got to show off the Easter egg, just showing you guys Lollipop, changes colors, and you can press and hold and play some Android Flappy Bird as well. So, I guess what else do I need to show? Oh, a lot of things. Like I said, it's running Android 5.0 Lollipop, but of course it does have a couple Moto tweaks, which I love, actually. It has Moto Display still. As you can see, as notifications come in or you approach the screen, all that good stuff. However, with Android 5.0 Lollipop, there's something called Ambient Display. Not Moto Display, Ambient Display. So you can turn that on, actually. So let's go ahead and go into settings. I'll show you how. Go to Moto Settings, and then go ahead and go to Display. And uncheck Moto Display. So you need to turn Moto Display off, and you also need to go back into Settings, go to Display Settings, and go to Ambient Display and check that. So you'll see Moto Display will be disabled, so I guess it'll disable it if you turn it on. I'm going to hit OK. There we go. Ambient Display is now on. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So I don't know if, I'm assuming it said if you take it out of your pocket, or obviously the approach gesture is not going to work because Moto Display is off. So with Ambient Display, if you get a notification, I believe if you take your phone out of your pocket, so I'm going to try, hopefully this works. There we go. There it is. So we have Ambient Display right there, and you'll see if I touch on anything, it turns on the lock screen. Let's do that again. So flip this over. Hopefully, sorry, I'm trying. Alright, so this is not easy to get this to turn on, so I just sent myself a text message, as you can see. So here it is, Ambient Display right there. It shows up. It does not use the battery saving feature that Moto Display does, so I believe I'm going to turn that back on. Here it is. As you can see, and like I said, if you touch anything, it just goes straight to your lock screen as if you press the power button. And now that we're here, let's go ahead and continue and talk about the lock screen. So as you can see, you do have your notifications all right here. You can obviously turn those off if you don't like them there. You can swipe them away. You can expand them, so you'll see screenshot captured. I expanded it, and when you expand it, it pops them up. So going back, you'll see if you tap on one of them as well, you can tap it again to open the actual application. Like I said, expanding it brings them all up in a list, and swiping up obviously unlocks it. So swiping up is unlock. Now you'll see you have camera icon right there, and you also have a phone icon right down here. So two things, you can actually press just about anywhere that doesn't have a notification and swipe either left or right, and it should actually open up one of these apps. So you'll see I'm doing it. You can go straight from one of the edges. You can go from the corner if you want to. It's more difficult that way. I either just usually swipe from the right of the screen or from the left of the screen, depending on what app. Or like I said, you can touch anywhere. If I want to go ahead and go to the camera, you can do that. Well, you know, the camera opens up. I'll get to the camera application in just a second. I believe it was updated. I haven't used it yet, but I'm sure it was updated. So that's pretty much the lock screen. As I said, you can actually get to your settings as well, which we can talk about now. So let's go to these quick settings. Like I said, the notification panel, it's about the same, looks like your lock screen. It's updated, of course. It has that white material design look to it. Up at the top here, you do have some options. You have, obviously, your icons. You can tap this, and it'll expand it more, or you can pull it down. So basically you need to pull down twice to get to these settings, or you can use two fingers and swipe down and it's going to bring them up. You'll see this is like users, so you can add a guest, add a user, all that good stuff. I'm going to hit done and go back to those settings. You'll see settings here have been updated. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. There is a flashlight app, so you'll see that works well. Turn that off. Cast screen as well. If I want to turn on Wi-Fi, I can. If you want to get into the actual settings, you tap on the text. So if I go tap on the text, you'll see it'll bring me to those specific settings. You also notice there's a battery percentage right there, which is nice to have, obviously, but you do need to actually pull down those settings to see it. Now the launcher has been updated. Of course, it still has Google Now, that nice updated look with material design, and also it has a nice animation when you go to the app drawer. As you can see, it's got the white background. I'm not a big fan of that myself. Personally, it did not include this update did not include the updated messaging application. I was kind of looking forward to seeing that and showing that off. Probably do a separate video, or when my Lollipop review video comes out, which will probably be tomorrow or the day after. So you'll see that. Go to our dialer right here. I might have to blur out a couple things. I will need to. So you'll see speed dial, recents. I don't have any. You can tap this icon and this will come up. So I love that little animation right there. So if I tap this, it's probably one of my favorite animations of Lollipop. It's very subtle, but I just really like it. So that's pretty much that. There are some updated settings. So if I want to go into the settings application, I can. There's display settings. Oops, Moto settings about the same, very similar. So I'm glad they included these. I personally like these things. So Motorola is really killing it right now. I love this device. It's probably one of my top go-to devices at the moment. Adaptive brightness, which is similar to auto brightness, but not really. You basically set it to a specific setting where you want the brightness to be around, and then it'll adapt based on where you're at. So I'm going to put it to be about right there. Nice feature. It actually pulls that shade away, so you can actually see what you're looking at and what the brightness is going to be with the application that you're in. So adaptive brightness, nice new feature. Change your wallpaper, attentive display. And attentive display is, I don't know if that's a Lollipop feature. I would assume it is, but stay on while I'm looking, and battery saver mode. Screen will sleep sooner if you're not looking. So you can have that on if you'd like. I really don't think I'll need it. I'll probably end up shutting it off. Let's continue on. I want to go to the security settings. So going to security settings, obviously screen lock you can change. There's a nice smart lock feature of Lollipop, which I'm not going to show you now. I have a separate video. I'll link to it in the description if you want to check that out. It's really cool. Updated face unlock. Now, another awesome feature is called screen pinning. So turn that on. Notice all these nice little animations as well throughout the video. So screen pinning on. So now what is that? So you'll see I can go to recent running apps, which is updated. So I guess I could talk about that real quick before I talk about screen pinning. So you'll see with Chrome tabs, you'll see they have both tabs open within your apps. You can change that in the settings if you don't like that, if you want Chrome to just be one specific tab or have all of your tabs open here. So notice this little tack, this pin right here. So it's only on the most recent app, so if you want to pin a specific app, you need to be in it most recently and then go to your recent running apps. So let's say you see your friend, you want to show something to them, you can go ahead and pin an app. And what that's going to do is actually lock it into that app. So they're not going to be able to back out of it. I'm going to press the back button, not working, home button, not working, recent running apps button, not working. So that's great. So the screen is pinned. Now to get out of it, you press and hold the back button and the recent running apps. This says overview. I don't know why they call it overview. Maybe it's updated now. So press and hold both at the same time, not at different times, same time, and it says screen unpinned, and we're good to go. So now we're out of it. So another great feature of Lollipop. All right, let's talk about the camera application now. Like I said, I haven't really used it yet. So it looks like about the same features with up and down and zooming. As you can see, swipe from the left, you got settings. Swipe from the right, you got gallery. I haven't taken any pictures yet. We can do that real quick. Tap on the screen, focus, take a picture. Here we go. So you'll see, very similar to the previous version. I believe it was updated. So it does have the quick capture feature. So when your phone is off, you can go like that, it'll vibrate, so it vibrated. I don't know why the lock screen didn't go away, that's pretty interesting, but it did open the camera application, as you can see. Let's see, HDR, auto, on, off, flash. You do have control and focus exposure. I'm not going to have that on yet. Let's go ahead and continue on. You can change it to Ultra HD, Slow-Mo HD, and then you have panorama, on or off. You can have a timer, location settings, I don't know what that one is. Oh, resolution, widescreen or standard 16:9 or 4:3. I'm going to turn the shutter sound off, and then this is the quick capture with the changing your wrist. That's pretty interesting. I don't know why it's doing that so sensitively. I don't know why that changes like that. But all right, so that's pretty much it. Looks like hopefully it just updated and made things more clear. I'll probably play around with it, take some pictures, and post on social media what I think if it actually did improve. Of course, you do have some of the updated Google apps. Not all of them have updated to material design yet, such as Gmail, Maps. I do have reviews on those apps. I'll link to everything in the description if you want to check those out. I'm not going to go in depth into them in this video, but yeah, so you see obviously the keyboard was updated. So you do have the updated keyboard right here, Lollipop keyboard. It does have emoji. Just press and hold on this and it'll show up all your emojis. So don't worry about that. You can actually install that yourself if you'd like to. I'll link to that video as well in the description. So lots of Lollipop coverage. Like I said, I'll do a full Lollipop review. There's a lot of other little things I want to talk about. I mainly want to talk about more Motorola things, such as the camera, ambient display, and Moto display changes, all that good stuff. If you press the volume keys, the volume rockers, you'll see different settings. You can't silence it from pressing volume down all the way, it either vibrates or puts on sound. You can hit none, and then it'll actually turn off all of your notifications indefinitely for an hour, or priority interruptions only. You can change those with specific applications. So that's how you change, I guess, all your notification settings, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As you can see, Android 5.0 Lollipop running on your Moto X 2nd generation. Great. If you do want to install it, I'll either make a video or give you more information in the description of the video, so always check the description of the video. And let me know what you think. If you like Lollipop, if you're upset and you're a Nexus 5 owner, or if you're excited as I am. Even if I was a Nexus 5 owner, it's just great to see manufacturers really wanting to push out the update as soon as possible. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Subscribe to me as well. Like I said, more Lollipop coverage to come, so please subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. If you could give this video a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.